Hey everyone, this is Isa from The Door, and in this video I want to show you how to create an I am poem. Now an I am poem is it's a wonderful storytelling tool to describe maybe your past and the stories you have of your past, or the situations that you are currently in, but it can also be used as an envisioning tool to gain clarity and to call in the outcomes that you desire for your future. So an I am poem is pretty simple. Each line begins with the phrase I am, and then followed by a descriptive sentence or descriptive words. So things that you can include in your I am poem, you can include where you were raised, describing the town that you grew up in, or the environment that you grew up in, using the five senses, your sight, how would you describe it to someone who's never seen it, maybe the smells or the textures. In other cases, you can include taste if you're describing like the foods of your background. You can also include where you're going. What do you hope to be? Where do you hope to end up? And that's where the envisioning for the future comes in, thinking, further ahead into your future and writing down those descriptive words of, where do you see yourself in 5, 10, or even 20 years from now. You can also include what your deepest desires are, or your fondest memories. You can include something that you've accomplished or an obstacle that you'd overcome. You can pretty much include anything that is true to who you are. And the thing is, naming things is incredibly powerful. It's how we form our identity. It's how we set our intentions, which then propels us into action. So creating an I am poem can be very healing if you are healing from experiences that were wounding or not pleasant, by reclaiming yourself and naming it for yourself. It can be incredibly empowering if you're feeling like you're struggling with finding clarity of a future or clarity of a goal, and it can also help put into perspective of just how amazing you are, because we often tell ourselves that we're not enough, and so I am poems are great for enhancing self-confidence and self-esteem. So I wanted to take a moment to read a couple of lines from an I am poem I wrote. I actually wrote this. They called it an origin story, but so it's more about the past, but it was in a spirituality group I was a part of last year. And so this is just a couple of lines from mine. So, I was born in the city of sin, straddling the veils of coast and skin, the first daughter of a first daughter and last son, the first daughter of an eldest and young. Born a shade of gray, yet my colors unfurl. I was born on the cusp of noon, on a sky lit with a Leo full moon. So this poem is basically like where I come from, my origins. But I have references to where I was born, my parents, my heritage, and my zodiac sign. So for example, I was born in the city of sin. I was born in a town called Lynn, Massachusetts, and there's a poem that says, Lynn, Lynn, the city of sin, you never come out the way you went in, because, like in the 17 and 1800s, I guess it was a gambling town, and there was prostitution, and there was a lot of stuff going on. So anyone from Massachusetts, or particularly the Boston area, they find out where I'm from, they always say that poem to me. First daughter of a first daughter and last son. Well, my mother's the oldest daughter, my father's the youngest child. Born a shade of gray. I'm biracial, so my mother's white, my father's black, so just kind of black, white mixed gray. And then I have some of my astrological signs, like full moon in Leo. Was born on the full moon, 2 minutes before noontime. So you can get as creative or as abstract with your descriptions, or you can just be very concrete, like for me, I could be like, I am Isa, I am from I like this, but if you are someone that is really drawn to poetry, this could be a really fun exercise to use use the written word to call in your magic. So have fun with this one. Bye.